365 days of sacrifice and suffering.
I've been preparing my whole life for this.
I know exactly what to expect now, and I've trained for it, and I'm ready.
I feel like I was meant to do this, honestly.
Months of pain and preparation.
Can Flip steal the #1 spot away and lead the charge into the city finals?
I truly, from the bottom of my heart, believe that I have what it takes to be the first American Ninja Warrior.
And it can all be undone in an instant.
Oh! He hit the water! Are you kidding me?
Doesn't matter how good you've done before.
Brent Stephenson out!
If you just have one small failure, you're gone.
Tonight, it's the Miami City Finals. Succeed here, and you're moving on to Las Vegas. Fail, and you're going home.
Oh! A complete shocker here in Miami! Oh!
Will Miami's brutal finals course claim another shocking victim?
Unbelievable! Welcome to downtown Miami and the 4th of 5 city finals on American Ninja Warrior. We're starting with 42 amazing athletes, but at the end of the night, only 15 of them will be moving on to face Mount Midoriyama in Las Vegas. I'm Matt Eisman here with former NFL defensive end Akbar Gbaja-Biamila. Now, millions come to Miami every year to soak up the sun and to party, but tonight, our 42 top qualifiers, the most in any city so far this season, are all here seeking a coveted spot in the national finals in Las Vegas. We saw some incredible talent on display in the qualifiers, but this finals course is tougher and longer. So, Akbar, who you got?
Well, you know, the name at the top of the list for me has to be Drew Drechsel. He had the fastest time in qualifying, and he's telling us he can finish the finals course in less than 2 minutes. That's unheard of. And then there's also Adoko Abu. As a rookie last year, he was one of only 7 competitors to get all the way to stage 3 in Vegas. I think he'll be one of the top finishers tonight.
Not only will they have to face 4 more obstacles than they did in qualifying, but we made the ones they already faced even harder. For more on that, let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Thanks, Matt. In addition to the 6 obstacles our competitors faced in qualifying, our Miami's finals course features 4 more brutal obstacles, and one of which is making its American Ninja Warrior debut tonight. After the quintuple steps, it's on to the downhill pipe drop. For the city finals, the rope was moved 6 inches further away. Next, it's the dancing stones. The height and stability of each cylinder has been adjusted, making them even more unpredictable. The jump hang was also modified. The gap between the trampoline and the cargo net has been increased by 2 feet. And next, it's the curtain slider, where competitors will have 1 less curtain to swing to safety. Next, it's the infamous warped wall. From there, it's on to the 4 finals obstacles, starting with the salmon ladder, where they'll need a good bounce off the mini tramp to grab the bar, then hoist themselves up to the 5th rung. The minefield is brand new this season and will put grip strength to the test. Here, competitors will have to choose a path through a series of randomly positioned objects of varying shapes and sizes. Each is suspended from a chain, rope, or bungee cord. Next, it's on to the floating stairs for more upper body and grip torture. Here, competitors must first carry their full body weight under the stairs on the way up, then transfer to the other side for the trip down, and then back up again. And finally, it's the spider climb. Competitors will wedge themselves between the walls, propel themselves up 30 feet and hit that buzzer. And if they do that, well, they have guaranteed themselves a spot in the national finals in Las Vegas. Guys?
Thanks, Jen. And we're going to kick things off right now in epic proportion. On the starting line is the Spartan himself, William Brown. He's a power plant manager from Cocoa, Florida, who's been dressing as a Spartan warrior the past 2 seasons. There's the Brown family here to cheer Dad on. Akbar, sometimes it's hard to look past the costume, but with William Brown, you really need to do that. This is the guy who's made it to Las Vegas each of the past 2 years, and I really like what he brings, a tremendous amount of athleticism and determination.
But he needs to be careful. The dancing stones are more difficult than they were in qualifying.
Oh, wow! William Brown, the Spartan, slayed right off the bat. This new tougher course takes out a veteran.
You know, as we said, the dancing stones are tougher than in qualifying. That third stone is a foot lower. You can see his downward momentum carried him too far, and he's never able to regain control.
Just didn't have it.
The Dancing Stones claims its first victim as the talented Spartan William Brown goes out in surprising fashion here tonight. Next up, we have Chris Poley, a 29-year-old martial arts instructor from Tampa. Chris is a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo, and check out that mohawk. But don't let the hair fool you. Chris is a single dad with a softer side.
High five. These last couple of years, they've been serious. I've been through a divorce, so I didn't really have anything outside of my daughter, who's been kind of a motivating force in my life. Good girl. I try to take anything that was negative and turn it into a positive. With something like ninja work, I want to inspire her. And it starts with you. If you want to make a difference in the world, you have to be that example.
Chris's beautiful daughter's watching from home, but here's his girlfriend, Ann. She competed in qualifying, didn't advance, but she's back tonight to cheer him on. Chris was a walk-on, waited 3 days for a chance to run in qualifying and made the most of it, finishing the course.
Well, he's 5'6", not a big guy, so that'll be a disadvantage on some of these obstacles.
Chris teaches martial arts classes, says he has students that range in age from 4 all the way up to 77 years old. Oh! It's over on the downhill pipe drop, and this course claims another victim early on.
He got a nice launch off on the pipe track, but never got a firm grip on the rope. Gravity took over, his hand slid down, and he ended up getting some of that H2O.
Well, all 42 athletes competing tonight finished the qualifying course, but this finals course is much tougher, and we're seeing it already. Next up on the platform, it's Adam Orsini, a 28-year-old sales manager from Sarasota, Florida. A young man who refuses to let a chronic disease keep him from enjoying every second of his life.
I have a rare form of diabetes called diabetes insipidus. It affects my kidneys and my ability to hold water. I can get fatigued pretty quickly if I don't regiment my diet. As difficult as having that diabetes is, I do feel very fortunate. It could be much worse. I like to take a very positive outlook on life. I've always got a huge smile on my face. I'm always laughing, and that lowers your stress level, lowers the anxiety about doing something. So I feel pretty confident. I'm gonna just enjoy it and enjoy the ride and have a good time.
And there's that smile right there. Gotta love seeing that. There are a couple of Adam's friends who made the 3-hour drive from Sarasota to Miami to support him. 28 years old, this is a guy who's faced a lot of adversity in his life. But despite his diabetes, Adam competed in gymnastics for over 10 years. Wear and tear actually forced him to have surgery on his right rotator cuff, but says he's fully recovered now.
I can guarantee you that rotator cuff will be put to the test on the downhill pipe drop.
This guy's really into it. This is a guy who just has not let his illness slow him down. But he will want to slow down some as he faces off with the Dancing Stones. You can see there's a much bigger drop-off to the 3rd and 4th stones than there was in qualifying. Oh, a little shaky there, but hangs on.
Well, he does parkour as a part of his training, and it shows here.
And he'll be the first to try the jump hang, which is now 2 feet longer than in qualifying. Oh! Wow, and goes out a dramatic fall there on the cargo net.
My neck broke my fall.
Well, that's a 12-foot distance, and instead of jumping up, he jumped out head first like Superman, but the jump hang was his kryptonite.
Well, I'm gonna keep saying it. Orsini and all the athletes we'll see tonight finish the qualifying course, but changes to the finals course creating problems so far. The modifications showing their teeth. This course is really gonna be a challenge all night long. Coming up, he's one of the ninja greats, and tonight, Drew Dressel's going for a record on this course.
I envision it's going to be between 1.5 minutes to 1:45.
Plus, the Cajun cowboy can handle anything.
Catching gators, roping, riding, whatever you can think of.
Now he's ready to rope a ticket to Las Vegas. And Navy Ensign Dustin McKinney brings his dog everywhere, even to the city finals.
It's gonna just give me a little extra motivation.
And up next, he's an impressive athlete who wears a diaper.
A ninja must be strong.
We'll explain the story behind the Ninja Baby when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior here in Miami. Since qualifying 6 weeks ago, we've made adjustments to the first half of this course, and the competitors continue to struggle to adapt. Tim Corin, a 34-year-old systems engineer from Annandale, Virginia, used a reverse grip on the downhill pipe drop, but missed the rope and ended up wet. Andy Friedman, a 37-year-old software engineer from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, stumbled a bit on the Quint steps, but it was his slip up on the dancing stones that ended his run. And Kavan Sadler, the happy 21-year-old animator from McDonough, Georgia, also saw his night come to an end on a spill on the dancing stones. Oh, a stumble, but he still had a smile on his face. Well, next up on the platform, another one of our talented costume competitors here in Miami, a 30-year-old personal trainer from Roebling, New Jersey, Matt Zaharko, or as he likes to be known, Ninja Baby. The costume may be funny, but he wears it for a serious reason.
I've actually had social anxiety for as long as I can remember, since I was a little kid. And I thought, well, what's one of the most ridiculous things I can dress up as? And it forced me to be the basically center of attention. And I've been wearing it now for about 4.5 years. That has really helped me become more comfortable. I actually feel really confident that I can be the first American Ninja Baby warrior.
Come on, confidence.
There's Matt's girlfriend, Meg, cheering on her Ninja Baby tonight. Well, we've seen many costume characters before. Ryoga V, we've seen Jesse Graff, who competed as a bird. And this, of course, may be, I don't want to say the most original, the most unusual.
You know, we've seen it all, but it doesn't really matter what you wear. As long as it makes you feel comfortable, all that matters in the end is proving yourself on the course. Matt, this is a 5-foot leap he needs to make here on the downhill pipe drop.
Oh! His hand slipped on the rope, but he hangs on. A huge save there by Ninja Baby.
There you go.
Looks like the downhill pipe drop proving to be quite a challenge. Matt does a lot of meditation and visualization, said it paid off in qualifying. Let's see how it serves him here in the finals. Double step, good save.
Oh, excellent move.
Big jump, be strong.
Oh, barely hangs on. It looks like that left hand came off a strong hold there out of Zaharko with the right hand to maintain his position on the cargo net.
Well, with that modification, the further the distance there, that makes that force a lot greater when you're trying to stop your body weight.
Moves very deliberately. We saw that in his qualifying run. And look at that. You can see the back of his ninja hat dangerously close to the water.
The last thing you want here is a wet diaper.
It's so hard. Of course, you have some sense of where your body is, but clothing, you have no idea. I think the runners are going to have to be very cognizant of anything that could drop down and touch the water. It can be hard to take a man wearing a diaper seriously, but Ninja Baby's going to be the first competitor to challenge the curtain slider.
Back, don't get wrapped up. Come on.
Now that there's only 2 curtains, that initial swing from the first curtain is so crucial.
And makes that reach.
Hold on and use that first curtain to make the momentum.
Very smart.
Switch.
Building up the momentum. I like the approach.
There it is.
And that's how you do it. I think Zaharko has just laid the roadmap for everyone to follow on the curtain slider. Oh, you can see he just lost traction there, but he's used to warped walls. He trains with another famous costume competitor, Jamie Ron, Captain NBC at Pinnacle Gym in New Jersey, so I expect him to figure this out. Another weak effort, though, Akbar.
Well, you know, I think this is where he has to really evaluate at this time his footing. I mean, it's a little slippery. You can tell he's struggling with that, but he's got to get that out of his mind now, and he's got to get to the top. This is his last chance.
And here it is. Oh! And on his final attempt, Matt Zaharko manages to get up the warped wall. And now our first look at the back half of the course, starting with the salmon ladder. Zaharko, a rookie, but of course trains at Pinnacle Gym with Jamie Ron. They have a salmon ladder there. But Akbar, you talk about it so often. It's different when the lights are at their brightest.
It is different, but he seems to have figured out the salmon ladder Now, how is he going to handle the minefield?
And our first look at this obstacle, it's 20 feet long, 12 objects, all different shapes. Grip strength is key. Those chains range from 3 to 6 feet long. Oh! Wow. And Zaharko just cannot hold on. The minefield claims its first victim of the night.
Well, this finals course will wear you out, and that's what happened. By the time he reached the minefield, he just didn't have any grip strength left.
Baby Ninja Matt Zaharko out. Let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Getting a little wrung out down here. I know you didn't want to get wet tonight.
No.
Some close calls on the course, though, but the minefield got you. What happened?
Fatigue. Lost the grip a little bit. I feel it in the forearms.
Well, hey, it was your first time here on the show. Did you have fun running the course?
Great experience. Fantastic.
All right, well, we hope to see you back again next year, Matt. We love you. Ninja Baby, all right.
Coming up, he's straight out of Brooklyn, and Luciano Acuna is bringing his New York flair to the finals.
Look good while doing what you're doing. It just adds flavor.
And later, this ninja's a real character.
You gotta live in the moment and just do it up.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Our aerial coverage tonight is provided by Goodyear, the tires chosen by experts for superior performance in challenging conditions. Goodyear, more driven. While we were away, the early part of this finals course continued to wreak havoc on our competitors. 22-year-old Josh Winbeck, a Ninja veteran who had no problem in qualifying, became another victim of the Dancing Stones. Jim Mathias, a 33-year-old construction worker from right here in Miami, was able to survive the Dancing Stones. And a great save there, but then fell on his jump to the cargo net. And David Hunt, a 27-year-old software engineer from Massachusetts, and right through it, suffered the same fate, falling on the jump hang, an obstacle he cruised through in qualifying. There were 42 finishers in Miami qualifying, and Jenn Brown is standing by with the man who led the charge.
Thanks, Matt. I'm down here with our top finisher in the Miami qualifying, Drew Dreschel. No surprise there, Drew. Back-to-back seasons, you had the fastest time. What does that mean to you?
It just means that it means a lot to me. All my hard work and training is paying off. It means a lot that I'm actually showing that what I have here, what I'm capable of, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
So what's going to be the approach for the finals tonight? You've seen the course, a couple new obstacles.
That's correct. I still want to get a nice, good, fast time. I want to feel like I'm giving it my all out there. I don't want to leave anything out, and I'll just take it easy, go at my own pace. Just happens to be fast.
Taking it easy. I don't know if I believe the taking it easy from this one. All right, good luck to you tonight. We can't wait to see you run the course. Guys, back to you.
Well, up next, it's Luciano Acuna, a 25-year-old stuntman who made the 20-hour drive down to Miami from Brooklyn. And this guy brought his hometown flair with him.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and I've lived here all my life. It's the Big Apple. It's where everybody wants to be. 24/7, everything's going on. There's no place cooler than Brooklyn. When it comes to the Brooklyn thing and the Brooklyn swag, it's style. Look good while doing what you're doing. It just adds flavor to it. While there's people walking to work or coming from work, we're like hopping around, jumping off of things, and using the environment to our advantage instead of just being like a robot and just going to work, doing a 9 to 5. I feel I have the chance to be the first American Ninja Warrior because from birth, I feel like I was just molded to just wanting to climb things and do obstacles everywhere.
There's Luciano's girlfriend, Carlin, who made the trek down from Brooklyn with him. Acuna on the course. Near slip-off right on the bat on the Quint steps. Looking a little shaky at the start here tonight.
Yeah, that might be because of those baggy pants. MC Hammer style there.
You can see on his shirt it says Beast. That was actually the name of a gym he started in Brooklyn. Fortunately, had to shut it down, but still has dreams of owning his own place once again. Look at that! Actually skipped one of the stones.
Well, let me tell you something. I did a little scouting report on Luciano Acuna Jr., and in fact, I have a good friend who's a stunt woman and said this is an up-and-coming star that she believes that he will do excellent here on American Ninja Warrior. He can make a name for himself in the stunt world and in American Ninja Warrior.
Well, made a name for himself in high school, too. Luciano actually went undefeated, won the New York City Public High School Wrestling Championship.
You got it. Pull back, just like before, just like last time.
Every year we see a new star emerge. I believe that Luciano Acuna Jr. can be the new star. Not star, but star.
Oh! A long drop. Wow, flirted with disaster there. Well, it's always a fine line between aggressiveness and recklessness. And right now, I would say Acuna is walking that very fine line.
I think he's going to have to slow down. The back half of this course is all upper body, and it will wear you out.
And it begins here with the salmon ladder. He's a rookie. This is the first time competing on the salmon ladder, but had one in the gym that they called the Brooklyn Beast. 5'10", 165. This will really test his grip. But he does do a lot of rock climbing in his free time, so should have the strength needed here.
Matt, I like his technique. No wasted energy, letting his momentum swing him to each chain. Look at that, he's got it.
The first to conquer the minefield, and now we'll get our first look at the floating stairs. Those stairs each a foot apart, and that's a 32-inch transition between the planks. Just a grueling upper body test. This rookie, though, looking very strong.
Boy, my scouting report was correct. I mean, Lucia. Oh!
Unbelievable! Just missed that hand placement, and down goes Acuna.
He only had one more plank to climb, but when he tried to grab the second stair, his right hand just slipped off. I think it totally caught him by surprise. He tried to save himself, but couldn't.
Quit, baby.
Acuna made it to the floating stairs, the best we've seen tonight. Could still move on to Vegas if he stays in the top 15. Coming up, this Navy ensign won't battle the course alone.
Just to be barking for me as I'm running that course.
And later, one crushing moment ended his baseball career.
Slamming into the wall.
Now Rich Thompson's ready for a comeback.
I think being a baseball player and getting to the top of the city finals, that'd be fantastic.
See him step up to the plate when American Ninja Warrior returns. It's finals night in Miami, and lots of Ninja notables here. Flip Rodriguez, who went out in qualifying here in Miami. And Brent Stephenson, who was knocked out in Dallas qualifying. And Sam Sand, who's already advancing to Mount Midoriyama after competing in Dallas, is here to support his training partner, Drew Dreschel, who'll run later tonight. You gotta love the sportsmanship and support these athletes have for each other. Our next competitor hoping to conquer this ruthless finals course is Vinny Sepp, 26-year-old from Baldwin, New York, who's got an awkward living situation despite being a practicing attorney.
Since law school, I've been in $200,000 of debt. It's not the prettiest thing, so I still live with my parents. Even more embarrassing is that I still sleep in a single bed. My parents don't enjoy what I'm doing because I come from a conservative Indian background. Although my parents may have not shown support in me coming to American Ninja Warrior, I do believe in the inside they're supporting me.
Have some food.
I'm gonna miss the cooking and the cleaning, but if I win American Ninja Warrior, I will be moving out of my house.
His family may say they disapprove, but I can't believe they're not watching on TV at home right now. A $500,000 check for conquering Mount Midoriyama would put an end to Vinny's debt, but first he needs to get through this tough city finals course. Vinny Sepp is 5'7", 150 pounds.
I mean, he does a lot of cardio as a part of his training. He should be able to handle the front part of the course. It's the back half, the upper body obstacles that will be the challenge.
He's first-generation Indian American. Both his parents were born in India. He's a lawyer, just recently passed the bar in both New York and New Jersey. Spends a lot of time with that. But this is a guy who trains in CrossFit, weightlifting, calisthenics, and most importantly, rock climbing. And that may serve him well if he gets that extended part of the course.
It sure will. You can see Benny there getting those arms out. If your hands touch any part of the stones, you're disqualified. Oh, right there! Look at this! What?
His hands?
Are you serious?
Unbelievable recovery!
Wow! That right there was a Superman in a Herculean effort.
Well, I hope he's wearing a cup, but what a save there on the dancing stones. Remarkably, keeps his hands up. What great mental focus there, not to do the instinctive thing and put your hands down to arrest your fall. Woo! And holds on to the cargo net. Vinny Seth flirting with disaster. His heart rate has to be up around 160 right about now.
Oh, yeah, adrenaline is pumping all the way through, and Benny right now is motivated. He just needs to watch that shirt, Matt. It's close to hitting the water.
But he's through. The lawyer, Benny Seth, taking this course to court here tonight. Needs a strong push-up from the platform here on the curtain slider.
In qualifying, we saw a lot of competitors get a bad push off this platform. You gotta get a running start. I like the way Benny is pulling that curtain way back.
Good put.
Oh!
And you can see just loses his grip, and Benny Seth out on the curtain slider.
Look at it again. He got a good push off, but his problem was his grip. He started sliding down the first curtain before he could grab the second.
Right now, let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Thanks, Matt. I am down here with Vinny. Vinny, it looked like you took it in the stones there on the dancing stone. Are you feeling okay?
I'm all right. A little upset I didn't make it, but...
It was a great save. I mean, to not be able to use your fingertips, how were you able to get through that?
I don't know. It's just it's a lot about the balance and core, so I tried, made it.
I know you're a rookie, and I know you didn't do as well. I can tell you're disappointed, but I hope it means you'll come back and compete again next year.
Yeah, hopefully. I plan on it.
Thanks, Vinny. Matt, back up to you.
Next up on the platform from Grovetown, Georgia, we have Dustin McKinney. He's a 27-year-old ensign in the U.S. Navy who's got two very special fans watching.
For the city finals, my wife is going to be there along with my therapy dog, Java. Now, therapy dog is a dog that you take into hospitals to visit the elderly, visit the sick, to visit the wounded warriors, and make kids smile. Oh, yes. I think Java is going to be barking for me as I'm running that course. Good girl! It's going to take a lot of pressure off, and it's going to just give me a little extra motivation. Her and I are the two best friends that a dog and a man can be.
And there's Java now with Dustin's wife, Tish. They also have a 2-year-old son, Mason, but Grandma's babysitting him tonight. McKinney's a small guy, only 5'2", said he's been underestimated his whole life. He wants to get to Vegas to prove that size doesn't always matter. And he is setting a mean pace here.
Slow your roll, pump your brakes. This is the dancing stones. The modification will make you rethink. All you have to do is have a plan and execute.
Having to go with that two-footed technique on the first 3 stones.
Bounce, bounce. There
And
you go.
right into it. I like that approach. With his size, this giant leap to the cargo net could be tricky. As we mentioned, Dustin's an ensign in the Navy, which is basically first level of officer. With all that military training, I'm sure he's seen a few cargo nets in his day. And look at this, the U.S. Navy guy looking to stay dry, and he's doing it.
You can tell he's kind of have that soldier mentality. He's giving you everything he's got.
Well, being just 5'2" may put Dustin at a disadvantage here on the curtain slider. Nice long reach helps when you're trying to grab that second curtain.
Yes! There you go.
Look at that, nodding to us. He knows he's got it. I love the joy this guy has out here. A first-timer, he is making the most of this finals run. You can hear his dog cheering him on.
When your dog is barking for you, you better bark up that warped wall.
And a stumble there.
Not a good attempt. As we've said, he's only 5'2". When you lack height, your technique has to be rock solid.
Made it up in qualifying. Was actually the shortest male ever to accomplish that feat. Wow, I didn't think he had it, but somehow managed to keep going up, defying gravity, and now moving on to the salmon ladder.
He should be able to take his body weight up the salmon ladder, but this is difficult.
I love his enthusiasm, really getting into it with the crowd. And I love it, an aggressive pace, not wasting any time. The rookie looking like a veteran on the salmon ladder.
Definitely want to reach out with your right hand there so you don't get crossed up.
Uh-oh, those arms fully extended. Not a good sign, Akbar.
Not at all, but when the surface change on the minefield, they can be very hard and taxing on your grip.
He's got the strength. He was a Division I wrestler at George Mason University.
One thing about wrestlers, they don't tap out.
I'm learning not to doubt Dustin McKinney.
Oh!
Look at that.
It doesn't look pretty, but that's okay. It's not about looking pretty. It's about finishing.
And Dustin McKinney becomes just the second athlete to reach the floating stairs. The service dog offering his own support, Akbar.
Dusty's got his service dog, but Dusty also has a little bit of dog in him. He's got that nasty as he's making his way now on the floating stairs, and he is looking strong. Oof.
Look at that, keeping his arms at 90 degrees. Excellent technique, and no sign of slowing down.
I mean, he is so focused, so determined right now. I mean, you can tell right now
Wow!
that he's trained for a long time for this.
Now he faces his final challenge, and it's a big one. Ascend 30 feet, 3 stories of the spider climb, and he's headed to the national finals in Las Vegas. We had 42 finishers in qualifying, and we finally could have our first, oh, wow, unbelievable. After a phenomenal run, Dustin McKinney shockingly slips on the spider climb.
The rule is once you've engaged both those walls with your feet, your climb has started. But with those short limbs being only 5'2", he needed to push out extra hard against the walls. He didn't do that enough. His left foot slipped and down he went.
Right now, let's go to Jenn Brown. He's standing by with the Navy man.
Dusty, you're so close there. I know you took some time to wipe off your feet.
I thought my upper body could compensate for my slippery feet, but it just didn't happen.
I know you wanted to send a message to everybody home.
Whether you're 5'2" and trying American Ninja Warrior, it doesn't matter. Go for what you want to go for and have fun doing it.
Thanks, Jen. If getting to the spider climb is enough to get him in the top 15, then Dustin's headed to Vegas. But with plenty of runs still to come, he'll have to wait and see. Coming up, don't let the tool belt fool you. This blue-collar electrician has some serious ninja skills.
I want to show to the rest of America and to my friends and family that I can do this.
And up next, this ninja knows how to fire up a crowd.
I love entertaining the crowd, making people happy.
Rico Rivera will put on a show when American Ninja Warrior returns. Want to compete on Season 7 of American Ninja Warrior? Go to NBC.com/casting. While we were away, 3 more athletes took to this course. Dustin Sanderson, a 31-year-old high school teacher from Virginia, slipped up on the downhill pipe drop. An obstacle he made it through in qualifying. I was expecting a lot more out of Dustin Sanderson. 33-year-old photographer Neil Craver was able to get through the first half of the course, and he does it, but lost focus on his way up the salmon ladder. Oh!
I've never been on an obstacle before.
The same goes for U.S. Olympic luger Preston Griffall. He had no problems early on, looking very relaxed out here as Griffall, but saw his dreams die on the salmon ladder as well.
And next time.
On the starting platform now, we have Rico Rivera, a 28-year-old DJ from Tampa, Florida, who, oh, looks like this ninja's bringing his own heat on this humid night.
I love entertaining the crowd, so I wanted to develop a character to represent the show. My custom-made Ninja Warrior costume. It says Sasuke, Ninja Warrior. I also got it etched in my head right here. And then I got a rising sun. My costume is not waterproof. But I definitely think that I can keep it going all the way to Mount Midoriyama.
There's Rico's mother, Sarita, and his friend, Rosie. They brought their Team Rico signs, ready to cheer the fire-blowing ninja on. Well, an interesting outfit out of Rivera. This man's a study of contrast. He's a DJ. He loves video games, but he's never drank alcohol or smoked. He performs as Spider-Man at Universal Studios, and a phenomenal athlete.
Matt, he does a lot of obstacle course training in his free time, so hopefully he's watched the earlier runners and learned from their mistake on the dancing stones.
Oh! Another victim of the dancing stones. Starting to wonder if anyone can get through this imposing Miami Finals course.
As we've been saying, the stones are at a different height than in qualifying. Having to jump down to that stone makes it harder to stick the landing, and he just never got solid footing.
Our next competitor hoping to avoid that same fate is J.J. Woods, a gym owner from right here in Miami. J.J.'s athletic skills got him into the city finals, but it's the lasting memories of his childhood hero that he says will carry him to Las Vegas.
My father had passed about 3 years back. I was in such shock. If it wasn't for the support I had from the friends and family, there's no way I would have made it through it. My dad was a very, very tough man, and he always insisted that weakness never consumed you. He loved me, but he never let up on me, and I'm very appreciative for that because that's something that I carry with me every day. After that happened, I make sure and push myself. I make sure to never give up because I realize if I quit, I'm not quitting for me. I'm quitting on my father. I think my dad is definitely part of the fire within. So you'll see me hyping up myself up. You'll see me hyping up the crowd. You know, I love my city. I'm looking for their support, and I'm looking to make my dad proud. So I'm gonna put my all into this year.
JJ has about a dozen friends here, including Flip Rodriguez, who trains with JJ. Flip just devastated by his failure in the city qualifying round, but he's out here supporting his friend. I love that out of Flip. We talked about the maturity, and I think this is a real testament. And JJ Woods on the course 2 years ago, made it to Las Vegas, went out on the half-pipe attack, was DQ'd because his foot hit the water, felt he could have gone a lot farther, wants to make it back there and prove it.
Well, so far, JJ looking pretty strong here, especially on the dancing stones.
And a good leap there, and I think he's got a real sense of urgency to this run. He's the first athlete I've seen who looks like pace is a concern for him. This guy's a stuntman, actually worked on Iron Man 3, has an undefeated boxing record. So far, on the scorecard, I'm giving it to JJ Woods.
Absolutely.
Let's go, JJ, you're doing good. Let's go, brother.
He just needs to get a strong push off here.
And a good push makes that transition. Oh! A good recovery there. And look at this. JJ Woods really pushing the pace, but not even close. It looks like traction an issue.
This course is challenging already. Humidity just makes it that much tougher.
It really seems like it's just the humidity and what water there is on the course stays there. Oh! No problem that time, and now to the much tougher obstacles on the back half of the course, starting with the salmon ladder. JJ Woods with the fastest time to this point thus far in the finals. Look at that.
He's a solid 175 pounds. You can see he's got a lot of muscle, looking swole, but the salmon ladder requires technique.
And he makes it now to the minefield, one of the few competitors to make it this far. It's a little kick going here.
There are 12 hanging objects, but you have to plot out the course you want to take. You know, kind of getting a little hung up here. It's important on the minefield to have a plan of attack. He's a little out of control here.
All over the place.
Oh!
And a fall there. Just seemed to kind of lose control in the minefield. I think he's feeling it in those forearms, Akbar.
He's just 2 obstacles away from going to Mount Midoriyama. You focus on that, and it's amazing how the pain can just disappear.
He's 175 pounds, just a solid mass of muscle. Has to carry that across the floating stairs here.
Watch that left-handed grip there for JJ. That incline now. See it all the way through, JJ.
Love the focus, love the intensity. JJ Woods 30 feet away from becoming our first finisher here tonight and punching his ticket to Las Vegas.
That upper body strength from boxing will be key here. He's got to make sure those shoes get the traction he needs.
Once you go up, there's no coming down, and wow, shooting up. You saw that left foot give way, but he held on. And look at this, flying up the spider climb, and he's done it. JJ Woods is on his way to Vegas. Told you. I told you. His dad sure would be proud of him tonight.
Well, he made it interesting when he got turned around on the minefield, but figured it out and became our first competitor on the top of the tower.
Right now, let's go to Jenn, who's standing by with JJ.
JJ, dominating out there. You had me a little nervous, though, on the mine. A little bit. You were swinging around.
I was just looking for where to go, you know, smooth. I was trying to be smooth as fast. Kept my cool. Not gonna lie, I got a little nervous, but look for the next obstacle, and I made it happen.
You did make it happen.
I'm going to keep that up here. I'm going to keep it up in Gbaja-Biamila. Miami's bringing the heat.
We're going to see him in Vegas. Great job. Matt, back up to you.
So J.J. Woods jumps to the top as our first finisher. Remember, only the top 15 at the end of the night. Those who finish or get the farthest, the fastest will move on to the national finals in Las Vegas. Coming up, he faces pressure every day.
All right, we got our picky platter walking in.
Now this chef's taking a shot at the finals course.
It's hot back there, and things are going to be flying, and you just got to be ready to handle them.
Plus, he works up a sweat down on the farm.
I just need to get full of horse sweat and, you know, get all dirty.
Now the Cajun Cowboy is ready to tear up this course. And later, Drew Dreshel's putting the pedal to the metal and going for a new speed record. See his run for the history books on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to the Miami City Finals. Now on the starting platform, a man who came in last year as a complete unknown, then took Miami and Mount Midoriyama by storm. The 24-year-old musician and student from Orlando, Idoko Abu.
Making it to Vegas last season was incredible. So unexpected. Best part was that there was no pressure.
And Idoko Abu, the rookie, does it.
This year, the pressure's on. The sophomore slump, I didn't even know what it was, and then I think I might have gotten in my head, but I'm gonna keep on, and I'm gonna build the momentum that I started last year, and I will be the first American Ninja Warrior.
Sophomore season started well. Idoko had an impressive run in qualifying. Now the final step in his march back to Vegas.
You know, Idoko told me this past year he worked on a lot of his stamina and grip strength, things he felt that he was lacking last season.
He also did some training in Nigeria with local kids when he was there for his brother's wedding. And he is flying right now.
Oh, wait, it looked like he
tumbles onto the platform, but did he touch that stone with his hand? He did!
No, not Idoko!
Oh, and look at that, flying through the dancing stones, unfortunately touched with his hand. A complete shocker here in Miami. Idoko Abu is out on the dancing stones, and this crowd cannot believe it.
Well, watch closely. He was moving very quickly through the dancing stones, and he put his right hand on the stone to keep his balance. Touching a stone with your hands is not allowed, so he's disqualified.
Right now, let's go to Jenn Brown, who's standing by with Idoko.
Oh, Idoko, what happened?
I think I hit it too fast. I was going for a steady speed, and it was just a natural instinct to stick a limb out, and it got me this time.
Well, the dancing stones have taken out a lot of guys tonight, but hey, you know what? We love watching you run the course, and you're not a rookie anymore. It's second year, so we hope to see you back for a third, okay?
Thanks, we'll be.
All right, Matt, back up to you.
Our next competitor looking to secure his spot at Mount Midoriyama is Todd Bourgeois, a 31-year-old physical therapist who lives in St. Augustine, Florida, but thanks to his roots, calls himself the Cajun Cowboy.
Hey, little ones. My childhood was amazing. Growing up here on a 2,000-acre hay and cattle farm, calm it down to curly, frogging and crawfishing, things like swamp toe, where we get out there and pull each other behind the four-wheeler, skiing in the canal. I've always been a roper and grown up rodeoing and things of that sort, and I can sit in the yard and play with my rope for hours. When I come back to the farm, I look forward to just soul searching.
I gotta stop eating.
My mother taught me how to care for people, and my father taught me how to work and just be a man. The way I see it, there's too much fun to be had. If there's something I can challenge myself with, I'm going to do it. As a kid, I've grown up always dreaming of some type of competition like American Ninja Warrior, and I feel blessed that I'm given the opportunity to even try it. But it's just in me. I just go for it. I go big. I can do it.
Well, the family's watching back in Louisiana, but it looks like he's got some female fans. Bourgeois looks a little bit like Matthew McConaughey. Such an impressive run in city qualifying, considering the day of the competition, he flew in from Ecuador, where he was donating his time as a physical therapist. Man who likes to give back, but tonight would love to earn a ticket to Las Vegas.
He needs to be cautious here on the dancing stones. They've taken out a lot of competitors tonight, and this is where good core strength is really important. It allows you to keep your body in balance on these stones. Whoa, a shaky landing on the fourth dancing stone, Matt. We've seen that so often tonight.
He's 5'8", 162 pounds. Ran track and field in college at McNeese State, specialized in the pole vault. A nice vault there to the cargo net.
You know, and don't underestimate how big that jump is on the jump hang. And for Bourgeois to stop 162 pounds like that, that's pretty impressive.
Was also on the rodeo team in high school. Hoping not to get bucked by this course. Now onto the curtain slider. See what kind of push he can get, Akbar.
Very important to take up as much real estate as you can on the platform. There you go. And now swing. The lower you get, of course, it allows that pendulum motion and that movement to get greater.
And you saw him just do that, lowered by a couple feet on that second curtain, and that made that dismount that much easier.
Bourgeois is moving.
Keep in mind, in qualifying, it took Todd 3 tries to get up to Wark Wall.
Oh!
And you can see it, the shoe's a little wet, just lost traction there.
With the humidity, having played out here with the Miami Dolphins, I can tell you sometimes that humidity gets around, things become a little slippery. But for him, he's got to make sure that he understands the surface he's running on.
And he's up. 31-year-old Todd Bourgeois now moves on to the even tougher part of this course.
As you said before, Matt, this guy was a Division I pole vaulter, so you know he has incredible core and upper body strength, things you need for the salmon ladder.
Well, this is his first look at the ladder in competition, but he's got that country strength, as we used to call it.
Oh, country strong, yes, sir. Yeah, and you can see he's strong here as well, reaching out there with his right hand because a lot of the minefields are set to the left, and so you want to make sure you don't cross up with your body. Spend the least amount of time here in the minefield or your muscles will blow up here.
And you can see it looked like his momentum going in the wrong direction, and he is stuck, reaches out there, grabs another handle, but this is not good, Akbar. His arms have to be wearing down at this point. Oh! And you can see it just looks like he couldn't control his momentum. And a hard impact there.
Well, he was just sideways, swinging away from the objects instead of toward them. That wasted energy on those already tired arms, and he was done.
Todd, I know you're disappointed.
Yeah,
what happened out there?
I just got my momentum going too much at a different angle. I was trying to take my time and post up through there, but my Geronimo skills weren't with me today.
Hey, making it here to the finals, your second time, not bad. Thanks, Todd.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Remember, if we don't get 15 finishers, we'll take those who went the farthest, the fastest. So if Todd Bourgeois stays in the top 15, he will move on. Coming up, he's a working class hero, but does this electrician really have a chance on this finals course?
I think I'd freak out if I made it through.
And later, Drew Dressel's got it all figured out.
I time myself every step, every hand placement, every break, and every breath.
Will his plan lead to the fastest time in history? Find out when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. We're halfway through the Miami City Finals, and Akbar, for all the success we saw in qualifying, tonight it seems the course has the upper hand. Almost 3/4 of the finalists who've taken to the course have gone out on obstacles that they completed in qualifying.
Well, Matt, things have definitely changed, including some of those obstacles. Look at the dancing stones from qualifying and from tonight in finals. The height on some of the stones has been adjusted down 1 foot lower. That small change has made a big difference. When you're stepping down instead of to a level height, it's much harder to stick the landing. The Spartan, William Brown, cruised through the stones in qualifying, but tonight, he only made it a few steps.
Oh! A stumble on the dancing stones.
The same for Kavan Sadler. He had no problems in qualifying.
Oh, and he makes it!
But tonight, he didn't even make it halfway through.
Oh! A stumble on the dancing stones. Well, the top qualifiers are still to come, but at the starting line right now, hoping to earn his spot in the national finals, it's John Vogt, a teacher from Atlanta, Georgia, who calls himself the Gymnastic Ninja, or Gymja for short. Don't be fooled by his retro look. This is a serious athlete.
This is the Gymja outfit, gymnastics ninja. Hence the ninja, Gymja. Travis Rosen and I were roommates in college on the gymnastics team. I was probably ranked 25th in the nation. I was set up to go to the Olympic trials, and I didn't get a chance to go because I tore my patella tendon in my knee. Here I am, 18 years later, and I feel like personally, this is my Olympics that I never got a chance to go to.
Well, at 39 years old, the man who calls himself the Gymja feels his athletic career has some unrealized potential. He's a serious athlete.
He and Travis Rosen, one of the stars of American Ninja Warrior, were on that University of Iowa gymnastics team. That's a Big Ten competition.
The Gymja costume looks like something out of the 80s, a Mitch Gaylord outfit. Definitely a throwback look for the 39-year-old.
Now he gets a look at the dancing stones, Matt. This obstacle has spelled trouble so far tonight. Oh! What a look at the balance there.
Fantastic body control out of the Gymja. But he's really struggling on this. This is surprising.
Well, you know what? He's making his way through. He's fighting. And right now, he's showing some athleticism. Look at John Bolt.
Competed in the very first season of American Ninja Warrior and went out on the second obstacle. But watching Travis Rosen's success inspired him to renew his efforts, and it is paying off thus far.
You know, you got to believe there's a little bit of competition in his mind. He's seen what Travis Rosen has done, the success that he's had here at American Ninja Warrior. He wants a piece of that action, and this is your opportunity here on the curtain slider.
Absolutely.
Oh,
good
there
push.
It is. Woo! Oh, watch out, Gymja. Oh, wow. He could be in trouble, Matt. Get your feet up. Know where you are in space.
Look at that, though.
Know where you are in space. Oh, boy, he has got to fight for his ever-loving life. Yo!
Wow! The Gymja flirting with disaster makes you wonder, Akbar, when will it catch up with him?
Oh, well, you know what? With that move, he definitely deserved the name Gymja.
And there he goes up the warped wall, but well over a minute slower than his pace in qualifying. He's 5'8", 155. Vogt trains a lot in Atlanta now with Ryan Stratus, so he's familiar with the salmon ladder, but has never done one in competition.
Did you see how he immediately stopped the movement of his body?
And that's a gymnast right there. Just tremendous body control, knows where it is in space.
The minefield should be right up the Gymja's alley right here.
But he did expend a lot of energy on the curtain slider and can't hold on, and looks like it finally caught up with him, Akbar.
He got onto that first ball just fine, but when he went to grab the second, he just flat out missed it. Tried to recover with both hands on that first ball, but his grip just gave out on him.
Yeah, I was too tired hanging on there for too long. Yeah.
With only a quarter of the field left to run, the Gymja could still qualify for Vegas if he stays in the top 15. Our next competitor is Stevens Nunnally, a 32-year-old from Virginia Beach who, based on his profession, is pretty much wired for a competition like this.
I'm a master electrician. I do commercial work, residential, industrial, anything that involves any sort of wiring. When I'm doing electrical work, it's kind of training by nature. Instead of sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day, I actually get to be active, holding lights up, running wire. I spend a lot of time on a ladder. So you got to balance your body while you're holding like large heavy objects. It's good for your core strength, and it really pushes yourself, pushes your muscle endurance, whether you like it or not. I want to show to the rest of America that a master electrician can do this. I know that I'll be able to complete the course.
As an unknown rookie, Stevens shocked everyone here by sailing through our qualifying course. It's always impressive to see guys like this out here because, you know, they don't get to spend a lot of hours at the gym.
He told us he gets his workout on the job. Says he builds up his grip strength by turning screwdrivers hundreds of times a day.
Just a natural athlete, 5'10", 170 pounds.
And as he said earlier, all the climbing he does for his work really helps build his core strength, and he can definitely use that here on the Dancing Stones.
And you can see he's sizing each stone up. After watching the other athletes fall, not gonna make the same mistake, and he's through.
Stevens told me he actually been battling a torn ligament in his left hand, and it still flares up on him.
And a strong leap, able to, and there it is, that left hand holding on. Had a test and passed there. You know, I'm always impressed when these blue-collar heroes, electricians and plumbers, come out here and compete on this course. One of the great things about this sport, anyone can become a hero. Needs to explode off this platform to build up momentum. And a good push. Has that second curtain.
There it is.
And a long drop down, shaking out his hands. Wow, and right up the warp wall. Looking pretty healthy there. But now that hand will really be tested going into the salmon ladder and then the minefield. And look at that. It looked like he took his hand off the bar to flick away the safety cord.
It was caught on the rung, Matt. Any extra time on the ladder, that can cost you.
Spent some time on the salmon ladder. Got to think those arms are feeling it right now as he attacks the minefield.
Well, Matt, very important to have a plan here.
I think he's tiring Akbar. He's got to go for the dismount.
Whoa, whoa, oh!
Gets through the minefield. And this crowd appreciates what the electricians got going here. This would be awesome if he could complete this course.
He's feeling the pressure now. Only 2 obstacles away from finishing this course.
And going with that 2 hands forward technique, we haven't seen that, but it serves him well. And Stevens Nunnally's through. Just 30 feet of spider climb stands between him and a spot in Las Vegas. But remember, we saw Dustin McKinney slip right off the bat earlier tonight, but Stevens is wasting no time.
I like his technique, really engaging those walls with your legs, taking that pressure off those arms.
Looks pretty locked in here on the spider climb. Look at this, and Stevens Nunnally's gonna do it. The 32-year-old is gonna hit the buzzer. And the unknown rookie from Virginia Beach continues his Cinderella run here in Miami. Mr. Nunnally, you're headed to Las Vegas.
The only close call was his early dismount on the minefield, but otherwise, this electrician just crushed this course.
Stevens, congratulations. I have to say, you had me a little nervous on that salmon ladder. You went about halfway up, you stopped, you kind of adjusted.
The safety string got wrapped around one of the legs. So I don't want to go up and it trip on the string, so I had to stop, unhook it, and so I could keep going. You know what happens, work through it.
Work through it. Hey, you are moving on to Mount Midoriyama in Las Vegas. How does that feel?
It feels awesome, amazing.
Matt, back up to you.
So the electrician Stevens Nunnally jumps onto the leaderboard as a finisher. Only the top 15 competitors will move on to Vegas. Coming up, this North Carolina chef came out of nowhere in qualifying.
I hope I surprise some people out there, and I know I surprised myself.
Now he's got his sights set on Vegas. Plus,
at the track at the wall,
he played pro baseball for years. Now Rich Thompson is ready for a new career as a Ninja Warrior.
I think my background as a baseball player has put me in situations where I've had pressure to succeed.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior, where our challenging city finals course has taken over Bayside Park here in downtown Miami. After early struggles, more athletes are getting to the second half of the course. Joseph Frisello, a 31-year-old firefighter from right here in Miami, got hung up on the cargo net, but recovered, only to see his run extinguished on the minefield. Jonathan Sharp Brown, a 22-year-old from Merritt Island, Florida, who took the second fastest time in qualifying, also saw his run end on the minefield when he went for a huge swing on the chains. Oh! But Kenneth Nimitalo, a 27-year-old construction worker from Trinity, North Carolina, actually slipped a few times on his way up the spider climb, but fought through and punched his ticket to Mount Midoriyama. What an outstanding run out of the rookie. Next up on the starting platform, a 27-year-old rookie and a chef from Wilmington, North Carolina, Solomon Harvey.
Being a chef, it's fast-paced and it's a very hard job, but making food for someone and seeing the look on their faces that they really appreciate it.
Get it going, guys.
It's amazing. It's definitely prepared me for the adrenaline rush of the American Ninja Warrior competition. You have to stay calm no matter what. Things are going to be flying and you just got to be ready to handle them.
Oh, what a phenomenal performance!
As they say in my world, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
There's Ninja Warrior veteran Sam Sand, who made the trip from Houston to see his close friend Drew Dreschel run later. Solomon told me he met Sam just today. Sam liked his skills, and they actually bet a lunch on whether Solomon would finish the course tonight.
Solomon looked solid as an unknown rookie in qualifying, so if I'm Sam Sand, I'm a little worried about that wager.
Solomon's an explosive athlete. When he's not working as a chef, he's an MMA fighter, trains 4 to 5 times a week. Looking a little unstable on the dancing stones. This obstacle been just brutal tonight.
Well, you don't practice this as an MMA fighter, but when you're competitive, you're not going to let something like the dancing stones take you out. There's no knockout here.
And he is through. Raised by his mom in Compton, California, a tough neighborhood to say the least. Said he got in his first fight at Little League tryouts. Oh! Lost his footing there on the cargo net, but that upper body strength kept him dry. A nice save. He hold on here and get through. He's done it.
He's got that MMA fighter demeanor. He can be fierce and intense. Put your body out there, sacrifice, give it everything you have. And I can tell Solomon wants to win.
Great push.
Look at that. Did we say he's a rookie?
Sam Sand trains a lot of these ninjas. He saw some skills in Solomon. We're seeing it again here tonight. Got up the warp wall in his first attempt in qualifying. Lots of people offering advice from the sidelines. Uh-oh. Now for his second attempt.
Matt, he's gasping for air. That cargo net sapped his energy. He needs to dig deep here. That's it.
Oh,
that's
one
it.
and the other.
By the fingernail.
Wow. Called on some grappling background there. Just would not let go of the top of the warp wall. Showed some great upper body and grip strength there.
Yeah, he sure did.
Right up onto the salmon ladder.
Calm the body right now and start moving up. There you go.
That body is real active, though, a lot of forward and back momentum.
Yeah, you want to kill that quickly.
But makes it through.
Now, what's so tricky about the minefield is that the grip changes from one area to the next, so you really have to have a visual key on where you're trying to go. Don't start thinking about it now.
Well, it's so hard if you're holding on to just one handle. You can get that momentum going the wrong way, but Solomon Harvey gets through. He's another one of our blue-collar guys. This guy works in a hot, sweaty kitchen every day. Maybe that's why he's having success out here. He's used to the heat and humidity. On a very fast pace.
Look at the big eyes. That's intensity right there.
That really is. Gonna go for the dismount. And he's got it. An incredible run here. And now Solomon Harvey staring down the spider climb. Just 30 feet away from a trip to Mount Midoriyama and a free lunch from the survivor, Sam Sand. Wow, those shoes really struggling to get purchased, relying on that upper body. But he is fighting through it. Does he have enough?
Tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Well, he is in the final round. A few feet to go.
Keep going. Get your hands up there.
And Harvey's gonna do it. What a gritty performance out of the rookie, refusing to tap out. And he's done it. He's hit the buzzer on this city final score. Vegas, baby! Yeah! Yeah! Vegas, baby! Yeah!
Well, he barely made this. His feet were slipping the entire way up the spider climb, but he wouldn't quit, and now the chef is heading to Vegas.
Solomon Harvey hits that buzzer, and right now we're standing by with Jenn Brown.
Solomon, congratulations. Get a hug there from Sam.
Yeah. This was absolutely amazing. Oh my God, like, that is not as easy as they make it look on TV. I swear to God. I thought I was gonna die going up that last obstacle. But hey, I have too many people back home who believe in me to where I couldn't give up. I had to keep going.
All right, we'll see you in Vegas.
Oh.
Coming up, fasten your seatbelt. Drew Dreschel is promising to go faster than anyone has ever gone on this course.
I try to attack the course and do the best I can, which it happens to be fast.
And up next, will it be a home run or a strikeout? Baseball player Rich Thompson takes his swing at the finals course.
Baseball, you fail all the time. So that's not a real fear of mine.
When American Ninja Warrior returns. Want to compete on Season 7 of American Ninja Warrior? Go to NBC.com/casting. While we were away, 3 familiar faces took on this city finals course. Sean Morris, a 5th-year veteran, surprised everyone by ditching his signature headphones at the floating stairs. Sean Morris, but may have jinxed himself as he saw his run end on the spider climb. Brett Sims, a 28-year-old cabinet finisher appearing in his 4th season.
There it is.
Wilted under the pressure and toppled on the dancing stones. Oh! But 29-year-old naval engineer Adam Grossman bunny hopped to narrowly escape the dancing stones. Oh! Then ditched his shirt and scaled the spider climb, securing a coveted spot at Mount Midoriyama.
Is this real life? Am I dreaming?
Our next competitor gunning for his own spot is Rich Thompson, 35-year-old rookie from Tampa, Florida, who made history in qualifying as the first Major League Baseball player ever to compete on American Ninja Warrior. And he hit a home run in his debut.
I played 14 years of professional baseball with 7 different organizations. I was an outfielder. I always loved what I was doing, and always thankful for the opportunity to put a uniform on. In 2013, I made a play up against the wall.
Thompson at the track at the wall. He reaches up and slamming into the wall.
Broke my foot in 4 places, as well as tearing my Lis Frank ligament. It was the last time I got to put on a uniform. My life after baseball, I'm an auditor with a public accounting firm. I love working with the kids on my local Little League team. My kids were so pumped when I got picked for the show. And my son told me I was going to be famous now. Just whack it. There you go. So apparently 14 years of professional baseball is just a blip on the radar, but now I finally made it because I'm on American Ninja Warrior.
There's Rich's wife, Teresa, and their kids, Charlotte, Clay, and William, ready to cheer Dad on. Can he land a spot in Las Vegas? Rich was originally drafted by the Kansas City Royals, was called up to the big leagues, got 1 at bat, then was sent down to the minors where he spent the next 8 years. But his patience eventually paid off, was traded to the Rays in 2012, got his first start ever and his first hit.
As a professional athlete, you invest your entire life. But when you have an opportunity to reinvent yourself, you better believe that he's going to try to do it here.
And a good catch on that rope. After injuring his foot, ending his career, Rich had to have 4 screws put in and 2 joints fused. And that foot's going to be tested right here on the Dancing Stones.
I've had former teammates who had screws put into their broken bones, Matt, and I can tell you they live with that pain and soreness for the rest of their lives.
Oh! And just gets through.
When it comes to baseball, they don't use trampolines, that's for sure.
But a good jump there, high up on the cargo net, though. Makes that climb a little longer, and that saps energy.
Keep in mind, he's 6'2", and the taller guys always seem to have a tougher time on the cargo net.
This is a guy who actually finished college, passed the CPA exam while playing baseball at the same time. retiring, traded in his spikes for a calculator, and now he's an accountant.
Boy, he's using a lot of energy to get through this cargo net.
We've had a number of professional athletes take on this course over the years, like NFL players Sean Merriman, Cameron Wembley, and UFC fighter John Dodson. None has ever managed to make it to Las Vegas. Well, it's ironic. He's been a fan of American Ninja Warrior for years, but couldn't compete because of baseball. Has an injury that ends his baseball career, so now he's out here on what may be the ultimate athletic challenge.
Yeah, interesting enough, he used to watch American Ninja Warrior in the clubhouse with his fellow Tampa Bay Rays. Said they all claimed they could do this. Now, staring at the 14-foot wall, Rich is out to prove at least he can.
But right up, it looks like his foot slid out, but manages to grab with his left hand. And Thompson moving on to the extended part of the course.
How blessed it is to be 6'2".
Now as Rich heads to the back half of this finals course, this is like the bottom of the ninth for him. The pressure is on, and it starts with the salmon ladder.
Let's see how he does with the long arms.
And right up it on the first few rungs. Wow!
Wow, shut your mouth. Rich Thompson.
Well, he has spent his time in the gym. But now onto the minefield, and this is where the weight, such a challenge.
These balls are a little bigger than the size of a baseball, and he's a little hung up here.
Oh, and you can see just couldn't hold on. A good run to that point, but Rich Thompson out on the minefield.
Yeah, poor technique from Rich on that minefield, Matt. He didn't get any swing going from ball to ball. He's just hanging there, and eventually his arms give out.
Grip just gave out. I knew the chains were going to be tough, and they got me.
Rich Thompson, the latest victim of this brutal Miami finals course. Coming up, he's one of the most popular ninja athletes. So how come Ryan Stratus can't get a date?
Some of my friends make fun of me saying I'm the bachelor ninja.
And Drew Dreschel says he's going to do something that's never been done on this finals course. His run now just minutes away on American Ninja Warrior. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. On the course right now is Noel Reyes, a 30-year-old firefighter from Brooklyn, New York. Also does some rap songs about American Ninja Warrior. This is his third year competing, but has never made it to Vegas. And a good, strong push.
He's got to get that swing. That's a very smart move there.
Oh!
Right, that swing. He's 170 pounds. He's got it.
But what great presence of mind. Reyes always popular with his fellow ninjas.
He stayed calm in adversity, and that's big.
Great presence of mind out of Noel Reyes, and I think the confidence is growing now. And
there it is.
Wow. This guy looks intent on making his first trip to Vegas. Married, the father to 4 kids. Again, a firefighter, a father. He's a rapper, and he still finds time to train for American Ninja Warrior.
Well, that's a lot of versatility right there.
Good leap up onto the salmon ladder. Now you need to pick up the pace. Once you get on this obstacle, no relief until you get through that minefield.
Sometimes as an athlete, you just get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I know that Reyes is sick and tired of not making it to Mount Midoriyama.
But I will say a lot of activity there, a lot of up and down. May take its toll in that upper body. See what he's got left for the minefield.
Oh boy, you start hanging on with 2 hands, you can get into trouble.
Like seeing those arms at 90 degrees, but looks like he's having trouble controlling his swing.
When the surface,
look at that, he's going.
Oh, look at that. You know how hard that is?
Reyes gets through the minefield. Trains with weights, rock climbing, yoga. Joined the Fire Department of New York boxing team. This guy does a lot of cross training.
But the one thing that is very hard to train, and guys forget to when they get in the gym, is grip strength. And your grip strength is tested here.
Well, the rock climbing serves him well. He's looking very comfortable, keeping the arms at 90 degrees, and Reyes down to the final obstacle, the spider climb. He's just 30 feet away from punching his ticket to Las Vegas.
Matt, this is his very first time. He's never even seen the spider climb, and you gotta believe that he's staying focused and true to the moment. He's moving, he's going,
and
he wants it.
10 feet away.
Don't stop now.
And this is it, the third year for Noel Reyes, and it looks like he's breaking through. Noel Reyes, for the first time, will travel to Las Vegas to take on Mount Midoriyama. That's got to be a sweet feeling for the firefighter.
First, he made a miraculous save on the curtain slider. Then he sailed through the floating stairs in just 10 seconds with his arms bent perfectly. This, by far, was Noel Reyes' best performance ever on American Ninja Warrior.
Noel Reyes for the first time moving on to Las Vegas. Let's go down to Jenn Brown.
After 3 seasons of being on this show, how did it feel to stand up there and hit that buzzer tonight?
Oh, it was a dream come true. You know, a lot of training goes into this, and to come up short 2 times in a row and finally make it the 3rd time, it's just an awesome feeling.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank
Great
you.
job tonight.
Up next, he's a crowd favorite from Kennesaw, Georgia. This is Ryan Stratus. Works as a stuntman. You may have seen him as a zombie on The Walking Dead, but Ryan says his total dedication to his training for American Ninja Warrior gets in the way of his social life.
Some of my friends make fun of me saying I'm the bachelor ninja because it seems like I can't seem to hold down a relationship. You know, women, they see me on the show, and that's a good icebreaker. But you know, when they realize how much time I really put into it, and it's like, oh, that's all he does. I don't know, just haven't met the right one yet. So it's kind of, I know it's gonna happen, but you know, whatever, that's life.
Well, for any interested women watching, you really won't meet a nicer guy than Ryan Stratus. This guy's so popular among his fellow competitors, and that stretching he's doing right there is known as stratusing, something the other ninjas lovingly tease him about.
When you got triceps like Ryan, I say go for it.
Ryan Stratus, one of the few athletes who's competed in every season of American Ninja Warrior. He's had success making it to stage 3 in Mount Midoriyama, and he's had struggles going out early in qualifying. But through it all, the one thing he has is passion. I don't know that anyone loves being out here more than Ryan Stratus.
Yep, and that's exactly why the other competitors always take a front seat when he runs the course.
Stratus, of course, the former National Guardsman, now become a stuntman, was in The Walking Dead, but does not want to be a zombie here tonight.
Treated like a movie.
Well, he is 30 years old, says he can't train as hard as he used to. His body feels it, has to be smarter about it.
30 years old, come on, Ryan. That might be an exaggeration right there.
Look at the intensity in his eyes. Oh, I'm amazed he held on.
Wow, that was a lot of force.
A lot of force, and that's a testament to the grip strength of Ryan Stratus.
But, you know, that's the advantage of being a stuntman. He's used to making acrobatic moves like that, and that was difficult. Very challenging.
And you can see so many of his fellow competitors lining the course. Again, a testament to how beloved Ryan Stratus is. People appreciate his friendly nature, and they appreciate his passion. Look at that mean mug on Stratus.
Woo, and a growl. Oh, hold on tight. Look at that. Oh.
Look at that, Stratus attacking the course. 5'9", 150, excellent strength to weight ratio.
And right up that wall.
Has had his struggles in the past on the salmon ladder, fell on it way back in season 2. The fact that he's not lost on Stratus.
Look at him move up the rungs there, Matt.
Right up it. Stratus finished the finals course here in Miami last year, but of course, the minefield is brand new. Let's see how he attacks it.
Now you have to use your vision to create a pathway. If you start trying to do this on the fly, yeah, it will catch up to you.
And I like the rhythm Stratus is building. Look at that!
Look at that!
Right through the minefield.
So he just saved himself some energy.
Absolutely, and that was an intelligent approach, a calculated approach, and it served Stratus well. I love the grimaces on his face, the growls.
You know what that's called? That's called intensity. That's called success.
Stratus is such a fanatic of this sport. He's actually gone all the way to Malaysia to compete in Ninja Warrior competitions. He is one of the true diehards. Well, here it is. 3 stories of spider climb stand between Stratus and yet another trip to Mount Midoriyama. Oh, and he is dialed in and right up it. Stratus wasting no time.
Well, that was easy.
And Ryan Stratus with one of the strongest runs of his career. And he has just finished this grueling finals course here in Miami. say I love the smiles. I love seeing this kid do well. Just isn't anyone nicer out here than Ryan.
The best part about Ryan Stratis' run has got to be the scowls and the growls, and this finals run was no exception. Ryan Stratis is headed back to Las Vegas.
So Ryan Stratis jumps onto the leaderboard with the third fastest time, one of just 7 finishers tonight. Only the top 15 competitors will move on to Vegas, which means the Gbaja, John Vogt, is now on the bubble in 15th place. And there's only one runner left that can knock him out. Unfortunately for Vogt, that man is Drew Dreschel, and he says he's going for the fastest finals run in history. Will he do it? It's gonna be something special, and we'll see it when we come back. Our aerial coverage tonight is provided by Goodyear, the tires chosen by experts for superior performance in challenging conditions. Goodyear, more driven. The atmosphere here is electric as it's time for our last runner of the night. A man who really needs no introduction. He's a 25-year-old trainer from Houston, Texas. It's Drew Dreschel, whose 44-second run in qualifying was the fastest time of the entire season. No hesitation, and look at this! Right up the wall, and he blows away the fastest time.
Every course, I time myself mentally, running through the obstacle, every step, every hand placement, every break, and every breath. And I do it about a dozen times, and I take the average, and I came out to be about 39.7 seconds.
Dreschel sets the mark at 44 seconds. I wanted some 40.
I'm very analytical, and that's how I've gotten so far so many years in a row. So approaching the finals course, I envision it's going to be between 1.5 minutes to 1:45, leaving some room for error.
Now, let's put what Drew just said into perspective. He thinks he can finish in under 2 minutes. That is unheard of. The fastest finisher of the night is J.J. Woods at 4 minutes 15 seconds, and no one has finished any finals course this year in any city in less than 3.5 minutes. John Vogt, the Gym, just sits on the bubble in the 15th spot on our leaderboard. If Drew gets to the start of the minefield in under 3 minutes, 39 seconds, he knocks Vogt out and advances to Las Vegas. Of course, if Drew's own prediction comes true, he'll absolutely obliterate the fastest finishing time tonight. And Drew Dreschel is on the course. A man who's made it to Mount Midoriyama each of the past. Oh! Unbelievable!
That is shocking.
Drew Dreschel out on the downhill pipe drop. Oh my God! And Drew is in complete disbelief, Akbar.
Matt, we all are. It looked from here like his slide down the track was fine, but he just whiffed on the rope grab. That's a move he's probably done 1,000 times in training. Look, he has his hands all around the rope and he just missed. I'm just stunned right now.
He predicted a 1:45 finish time. Instead, this unrelenting course strikes again, taking out one of the all-time greats. And the Gbaja, John Vogt, is the lucky beneficiary of Drew Dreschel's shocking failure. Right now, let's go to Jenn Brown, who's standing by with Drew.
We're having fun down here, but I am so shocked right now.
It's okay. Happens to the best of us. Mistakes are easy to be made.
Okay, so what happened, though? Take me through it.
The pipe slider got a little askew, and one hand was way in front of the other, so when I grabbed, the other one couldn't catch up in time, and that was it. I knew I was getting wet. I'll see you next year.
Drew Dreschel not moving on here in Miami.
Sorry.
All right, Matt, back up to you.
So a shocking close to the Miami City Finals as top qualifier Drew Dreschel goes out on just the second obstacle, the downhill pipe drop. So now neither of the two men who've dominated the last 2 years here in Miami, Dreschel and Flip Rodriguez, will be moving on to Las Vegas.
You know, and this to me is the beauty of our sport. It's totally unpredictable, and one small misstep can derail even the most accomplished athlete.
But 15 are moving on to Las Vegas, led by the fastest finisher, J.J. Woods. There were 7 finishers in all. Non-finishers moving on include Navy ensign Dustin McKinney and the Cajun cowboy Todd Bourgeois, who is just ahead of the Jimja John Vogt. Next week, we head to Denver for the last of our city finals. Rookie Megan Martin shocked everyone by making it up the warp wall in qualifying. Megan Martin matches history! She hopes to create another moment like this in the finals. And Brian Arnold has gone farther than any American in history. But to get another shot at Mount Midoriyama, he'll first have to get past the tough finals course in Denver. For Akbar, Gbaja-Biamila, and Jenn Brown, I'm Matt Iseman, and we'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.